As you can note yourself, Carini has the presence of a very beautiful sea that I'll show better in the next videos. So, the question is, how can I spend a pleasant morning in the historical center, just in the historical center, not to take the bus and the car to reach other places in Carini? My advice would be, first of all, to start with a nice breakfast with local food. You can find a good reel about that on my Instagram page. I'll put the link of it in the description of this video. Once you finish having breakfast, the first step could be visiting the castle, the medieval castle. Basically, there are 3 ways to reach that, and one of them is this one. So, taking the stairs. If, for example, you have some problems to walk, there is a street that leads you to the castle. That one is highly recommended, for example, for people who has problem to walk, or worse, people on the wheelchair. This castle here dates back to the 11th century. It has been built by the Normans, and they built it on the basis of another castle, a fortress specifically, that has been built by the Arabs before them. So, as you're noting, Carini has a very long tradition about history. This is definitely the most ancient part of the village, all the parts surrounding the castle, where the first houses have been built. Walking here, it's like walking the Middle Age. It's definitely an experience. Another look at the entrance of the castle. Okay, we can move on. There's this lovely arch that in the past was used like a protection man. It was part of a very long wall all surrounding the castle that today doesn't exist anymore. Once you finish the tour into the castle, that will take away at least 2 hours, if you want to observe it in a very good way, you can go directly to the main square, where you'll find beautiful churches. It's very important to precise that the most recent churches built here in the historical center date back to the 17th century. So the youngest are at least 300 years old. Okay, now it's better to take the sidewalk. As you're noting yourself, all the streets here are completely covered with blocks in marble, and even them are quite old. On the background there is the presence of the main church of Carini. It's called Chiesa Madre. That means Church of the Mother. This church basically is open every day, as works for church celebrations and even for weddings, for example. Here another nice coffee shop with external tables. Over there, the fountain. I think the fountain deserves to be observed closer. Okay. Let's cross the square. And here we are. Water here is drinkable. In fact, people used to accumulate it, to drink it, to cook pasta and whatever. This is the side facade of the church, of the main church. What can I tell about the temperature of this day in the middle of July? Not that hot, fortunately. Forecasts say that today we are about to reach the 31 degrees. Quite acceptable, at least for me. But obviously, if you come from Scandinavia, then it could be a problem if you don't manage to stand the high temperatures very well. Okay. Now just take a brief look inside. Now I gotta be very silent. Okay. As here in the historical center we have many beautiful churches. If you have the desire to know them better, just let me know in the comments, and eventually in time I'll make specific videos about them. For example, there is this other one, Oratorio del Santissimo Sacramento. This little church is practically attached to the main one, and trust me, it's very beautiful inside. There are certain statues very fantastic. On the background, the presence of the mountain, but as by now you're learning to know Carini, you already know that this village is completely surrounded by mountains. That's why it's very special, because here you can find all the environments you want. Okay, now I stay aside a little bit just because there is a celebration going on in this church here, so I don't want to disturb them. The church we just saw is called Chiesa dei Carmelitani, and this is its chiostro. Chiostro was the area dedicated to the personal life of the priests. It's here that they used to sleep in the past. Today, this big building, this fabulous building, belongs to the state. It's a place where you can come to study, to make searches. In fact, when I was a student at the Faculty of Economics in Palermo, I used to come here very frequently to study, as this place really relaxes me. And it's not over, as here at the first floor there is the presence of a museum. Even for that one, if you are interested in, just let me know, and I'll dedicate a video to it. As always, if you liked this video, just subscribe the channel to be upgraded about new adventures here in Carini and surrounding. Sicily by Walk thanks you.